Well, hey everyone, welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG. Today we're going to talk about Metazoo Cryptid Nation. We're going to take a look at the EV, the expected value from first edition, second edition, and Kickstarter. It's going to be a little bit of a long video. We're going to try to move pretty quickly through it. If you want access to all this data as a collection tracker, head on over to patreon.com/KitchenTableTCG. One of the perks on that Patreon is a collection tracker that updates every time I do a video like this. The prices on your tracker update automatically, and you can see the total value of your collection from the kind of base set booster boxes for Cryptid Nation and Nightfall. And every time I do a video like this, it will update. It does not have the promos because there's so many promos that come out with Metazoo, but it does have all the cards if you want to complete sets of Metazoo. So that's that. And then also I do have a TCG Player affiliate link. So if you are going to buy any of these cards over on TCG Player, head on over to the link in the description of my videos to do so if you want to support the channel like that. And yeah, we have wilderness bundles for patrons for sale right now. It's a busy Metazoo day. All right, let's talk about we'll start with Kickstarter this time. Sealed boxes losing a little bit of value this week. We're down to about 7,900 on last sold listings. We kind of perked up. We were flirting with 10 grand again. This kind of tends to happen. This has happened now twice for Metazoo. We flirt with the $10,000 number, and then all of a sudden a bunch of boxes come onto the market as people try to get that that value out of it. That $10,000 that happened back here too in September. We hit around 10 grand twice, and then it just kind of tends to taper off from there down to about 7, even 6.5 until boxes kind of dry up again, and then it hits that kind of 9 or 10 grand window, which is exactly what has happened again. And then the non-alt box, again, we had another one sell for $8,438. So now there's another little bit of a premium this week on the alt boxes, as there probably should be. The spell books are at 2,900. You've got your decks and all that stuff that is up a little bit as well. Let's take a look and see if we can beat the 7,900 price point and see what's going on with the singles. Your Aura, it seems like people caught on to the idea that Aura was super valuable too, and a bunch of people put them on to TCG Player and eBay, and all of a sudden the value kind of started going down a little bit. The Terra, same thing. We had a lot of people realizing, oh my gosh, I own $10, $15 Terra and Aura cards. Let me put them up there, and that kind of just dropped the value a little bit. So we're down 14% to an average of $21. Non-foil bronze, not much value there, about $6 each. Non-foil silver sitting at about $6 each. Now it is important to note that some of them are selling, some of them are not. Like this one, Invisibility, has sold this week. It went from $4 to $5. The Fire Trap, not Fire Trap, where's another one? Some of these are selling. It's interesting to watch some of these moving up, and then other of them adding more. So there is a little bit of value in the non-foil. We do calculate it at the end with foils and non-foil for you if you want to include it or if you do not. The reverse hollow bronze is down 2%. Tripodoro, there's some interesting stuff going on with Tripodoro. The premium for the reverse hollow compared to the reverse hollow in Cryptid Nation 2 is absolutely ludicrous. And that's a little bit of a stretch, but this is definitely a significant card for collectability is what I'm trying to say. The Tripodor is it's kind of like an error card that was printed. Definitely a significant card for collectability for people. But the percentage change is one of the highest percentage changes from Cryptid Nation in the 3 sets. It's pretty interesting to look at that. Cactus Cat at 34 still. You got some changes, not really much going on. Should be Mothman down to 121. Reverse hollow silver is up 6%. You've got Squonk going up from $30 to $76. You've got Funeral Mountain Terror Shot going from $27 to $35. Einfield Monster dropping from $51 to $37. A couple of the other ones just bouncing back and forth. Chibiquatza going down $15. All in all, you're up 6% to an average of $44. Reverse hollow golds, a lot of down ticks here other than Lightning Glass, which is, card is so good. It's just seeing a lot of competitive decks right now too, so it's a popular card. You got a lot of downticks though. You've got Mothman is down a little bit. Bigfoot is down 10%. You got Lizard Man Escape or Swamp down 27%. And then you got this kind of window from 7 to 12 or 7 to 14 really that are all up. Snallygaster, Walking Sam, Loveland Frogman. Loveland Frogman up to $250. That's becoming a crowd favorite. Again, it is seeing a lot of competitive play, and that's going to become an iconic kind of staple of the game, I think. And that's going to be important for collectors long term. Piazza Bird, another just kind of staple card that's beautiful and people really like, up 40% to 105. You're starting to see the reverse holo of some of these cards get a little bit closer to the full holo. It's super interesting. I don't know if that's like there's just a cap on what somebody's willing to spend on a single, and so the Kickstarter has, you know, the full holos kind of get there and then the reverse holos kind of fall in their tracks. But your reverse holo average is sitting at $109. Your holo average is sitting at $274. So your holo average is up 2%. And where that's important is things like the not the kind of iconic cards, like not Piazza Bird, yeah, you know, not necessarily Loveland Frogman, not necessarily Mothman, but some of the other cards that are less iconic. The value of the reverse holo to full holo is becoming a little bit closer. You've got some significant movers, not Mothman. Mothman is still sitting at 2,500, but you got some significant things going up and down. Lizard Man down 37%, Walking Sam down 39%, sold for 88. Chessie down 20%, Flatwoods Monster down 57%. You've got Frozen Night Crawlers up 50 or 35%. You got Death Beam up 150%. One sold for $320. A lot of movement, a lot of, again, very volatile. The market on this is really interesting because it kind of just depends on what somebody wants in the current day. It's super interesting. Chaos Crystal sold for $750. All in all, we're up 2% to an average of $274 for the full holos. All right, so here's where we get to what is the pull rates of things. This is what this all calculates out. And then we know that we don't know if they're skewed or not, but if there is skewed, you can calculate it out how you want. But for Kickstarter, you're sitting at a true box EV, including all the non-foils, sitting at $7,995. If you take the perceived or what is supposed to be the pull rates of a box, which is what was disclosed from Metazoo as the intended pull rate, you will see $5,266 on average in holos. If you want to say that the boxes are skewed, the box skew kind of percentage would equal more to $7,934. That is not including the non-foils. So it's interesting to know what Kickstarter is. I don't know the exact data, but this is what this would calculate out if it's skewed. That is more appropriate, I think, for first edition, in my opinion. Speaking of first edition, let's get over to first edition. You can see the skewed EV is $1,174. The box EV without non-foils is $829. Let's show you how we got there. Sealed boxes are sitting about $885, a little bit of a downtick this week. I have seen these be extremely liquid on Facebook. I mean, people put them up for $850, $875, $900, and they're picked up pretty quickly. eBay's a little bit slower probably, but on Facebook there's a lot of people looking for first edition boxes. Yeah, it's interesting. Spellbook sitting at $230, release deck sitting around $120. You can maybe get them a little cheaper on Facebook. All in all, though, your box price is kind of the one that we are focusing on, and that is at $885. No real value in Aura, no real value in Terra, no real value in the non-foil bronze or the non-foil silver. Reverse holo bronze are sitting right about $6. Cactus Cat is down. Bunny Man is way up. Tripodoro is down 13%. This is what I'm saying. Like, there's just, it's not, the percentage wise, it's just not there compared to Kickstarter. Ghost Deer up 10%. So all in all, a couple changes, but no real significant things going on. Reverse holo silver, again, up 8% or up 6%. On-field monster up 25%. Squonk up 16%. No real changes in the rest of them. Squonk is at $14. That's becoming another iconic Metazoo card. It's kind of funny. Reverse holos are an average of $19 for the gold. Let me pop up the Mothman here for you. The Mothman is selling. Let me find where actually my window is so I can. Mothman reverse holo sold for 121, and then you got another one that's sold for more than that. They're just kind of all over the place. You can see full holo PSA. There's been a lot of interaction with the full holo PSA, 1,400, and then $2,000. Then we had a reverse holo Kickstarter sell for $8,000. Lots of interaction for this stuff. TCG Player had some other sales on the Mothman reverse holo. Now let me find my window. Sorry. TCG Player had some other sales as well for the Mothman. So interesting to see the Mothman going up. You've got walking, no real other changes. Metalman of Alabama, I think is one of the coolest looking cards. Metalman of Alabama up 82%. Holy Gem up 18%. The other value is really kind of staying pretty stagnant, pretty steady, and not really changing much. Your average there at $19. And then your Holo Gold, like I said, a lot of PSA ones are selling. There's also some Facebook and some TCG Player things that are selling. So Mothman sitting right under $400. I've seen people really buying up the PSA 9s and PSA 10s. Really interesting to see that. There's also quite a few available on Facebook too. It's been fun watching people try to figure out what the middle ground is on price. You've got a lot of moving up, a lot of moving down. Walking Sam up 25%. Loveland Frogman up 27%. Jersey Devil down 20%. Chupacabra down 8%. Unending Fire Crystal up 30%. All in all, no real huge percentage change here. It's sitting at an average of $37.88. And as we get to the box topper price, you're up 8% to an average of $65.15. There was a red ink sale for $6,675. So that is significantly less, but it's been a very long time since we've seen a sale of red ink. So that's kind of your new price point. All in all, the box toppers, good value here. Add $65 to the box. That's pretty great. EV calculation then, like I said, if you want to I think this one, the skewed EV, is actually probably more accurate than the one that's trusted. This is because the spellbooks were very reverse holo heavy, and so those reverse holos stayed out of the booster boxes. So the skewed EV is sitting at $1,174. So at that price point, you could actually make your money back on an $885 box after fees and kind of shipping too. So lots of value here. It seems like Kickstarter is holding up. Let's take a look at the chart. It seems like first edition is holding up. I mean, just take a look at the chart here for the average expected value. It's holding up pretty dang well if you ask me in terms of price point, especially with second edition out. Now let's transition to second edition. All this is on the EV tracker if you want to look at specific prices and stuff. But your box EV is at $121. Let's see how we got there. This is what's crazy to me. The sealed box price of $90 is... it just seems low to me. I'm sorry, it just seems low. I'm biased. I have not been able to sell a ton of it lately, and so I'm biased. But this seems too low to me. I am opening boxes instead of, as a store, I am opening boxes and putting cards on TCG Player rather than trying to sell sealed boxes at this price, because this price doesn't do it for me, but the expected value price does. So. Anyway, second edition booster box is sitting at $90. Aura's nothing, Terra's nothing, non-foil is really no value, non-foil silver really no value, reverse holo bronze sitting at 60 cents. Some of these do sell. Like I said, I have a ton of singles up on TCG Player. You can use my link in my description of my videos, but I have a ton of singles up, and they are moving. I probably have 10 to 15 sales a day for second edition singles from Metazoo. Chippy Mothman sitting at $1. That being said, more and more people are doing that. I think there's probably other stores like me that are doing the same thing, opening up boxes for singles, and the EV is still skewed towards a singles market. So it's pretty interesting to see that continue, and then you're going to kind of see this continue to drop in value until they kind of even out, which is what will happen. But Black Cat at $2.25, Squawk at $3. The rest of them not really setting much. Reverse Holo Golds down 27%. You're seeing a lot of these things that got kind of bought out at the what's it called? The reserve list announcement. Now, they got picked up, and now people who were interested in scooping them up from the reserve list announcement have already done that. And so now you're starting to see the prices kind of deteriorate a little bit more. But you see the playable cards like Loveland Frogman, no matter what, it's still up at 8% because people are building decks. Quetzalcoatlus not down as much as the other ones. It's down 6%, another card that's played a lot. Chaos Crystal is down 22% to $5. You've got a lot of downward trajectory, down 27%. I'm not trying to like light play this. This is down pretty significantly, but they are selling. It's interesting to see. It just seems like more are entering the market than are selling from the market. So it's interesting to watch. Metal Man of Alabama, another one though that is up. And then the Hollow Golds are down 16%. You've got Mothman down 15%. You've got Jersey Devil down 25%. These will continue to go down until the EV kind of balances out, I think. Loveland Frogman at $11. That one is down pretty good. So a lot of downward pressure. Forest Gods Amber is a weird one on TCG Player because you can only list, it's broken on TCG Player. You can only list like non-foil basically, and there isn't a non-foil. So that one's kind of broken. And that's probably why this price point is weird, but yeah, anyway, average sitting at $6. So even with all that downwards pressure, and the box topper down 20% as well. Yeah, you got a blue ink that sold for $3,100. Box topper average at $15. Even with all that, your EV is $121. So probably still some room for some singles to continue to drop unless box prices start going up. But all that being said, like the EV on this is still nuts. And like I said, I wanted to test this out. Like I want to have actual data for you. So I opened up, what I did is I opened up a bunch of spell books. I opened up a bunch of spell books and I've had singles on the market for a while, and they are selling. Like it's interesting. People buying, the Loveland Frogmans, people buying Quetzalcoatluses. It's been interesting to watch that on TCG Player. I am curious to see like if TCG Player is kind of like a bad experience for Metazoo. There's no pictures and that kind of thing. It'll be interesting to see if TCG Player picks up their slack and competes with like the eBay side of things. It's just way easier to list cards on TCG Player as a store. Anyway, that being said, your EV is sitting at $121. That seems pretty dang good to me. This one, ignore because the non-foils don't really have any value. It just things add up when they're 20 cents each, but I wouldn't list them. Anyway, you're staying at $121. Seems pretty dang good to me. If you want access to all this stuff as a collection tracker, head on over to patreon.com/KitchenTableTCG. You can track the value of your collection and just make sure you have complete sets and all that kind of thing. It's a pretty good little tool. You also get access to a Discord server. We are running Metazoo events on Tuesday nights. It's a lot of fun to hang out and play some Metazoo, and we will have official tournament support here in a week or two. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. Remember to be kind to the people around you, and we will see you again next video.